Let's talk personally, professionally. It's been a tough year, an interesting year, up and down. I want to know kind of what your mindset has been like, how it's been to keep your focus and to keep moving forward.
It hasn't been too difficult for me. Keeping a routine really helps me with my mindset and keeps me moving forward.
That said, you're on a pretty nice win streak. You know, I feel like things have kind of stopped and started and you haven't really got to build the momentum. Do you feel like maybe people are forgetting about where you stand and what your skills are capable of?
The ones who know, I don't think that they're forgetting, but you know, there's a lot of fans that watch only the UFC, so those that haven't watched all the other promotions, they don't know about me, so they don't know what I bring to the table.
Does that bother you at all, that you're like, hey, maybe my accomplishments aren't being respected, or do you kind of enjoy going out there and maybe proving people wrong? How do you feel about that?
I do love to go out there and prove people wrong, and I enjoy being underestimated. You know, I've always been underestimated.
Talk about the matchup here. I wouldn't say necessarily a short notice replacement, but a replacement. How did this fight come together? Were you volunteering? Did they call? How did this come together?
They called me. You know, my last fight fell through, so they said they would get me a fight as soon as possible, and since this opportunity presented itself, you know, I was more than willing to jump on it.
When that happens, a fight falls through, I mean, what do you do in terms of keeping yourself? Because you guys work so hard to peak at the right time, right? And then it doesn't happen, you got to let your body recover. So can you just talk about that? How did you keep going? Did you take time off? Did you rest? How do you keep yourself in peak condition?
Since that was Christmas time, I did take some time off. You know, I spent it with my daughter, and I enjoyed the holidays. And as soon as she went back to school, which, you know, beginning of January, I jumped right back into camp, and, you know, I've been hitting it since then.
Very nice. Stylistically, what do you think about the match? I mean, did that factor into your decision to take this fight, or did you basically say, give me somebody, I got to fight?
I was just eager to get a fight. And February made sense to me, you know, because it gave me the opportunity to prepare and have another fight camp. So, you know, like it just made sense. It's not because it was stylistically or anything like that. And I like Ashley. I don't have any issues with her. You know, fight's a fight, and you know that's what we're here for.
How do you think your skills match up? I mean, she's obviously a hard-working fighter. She's had some mixed results so far, but how do you feel like your skills match up?
I think my skills match up very well. I know that she's a very good wrestler, and she has a good ground game. She's been working on her striking a lot. I think that my style can negate some of the things that I think that she's going to try, and I'm going to do my best to just push the pace and, you know, keep the ball in my court.
What do you feel like the stakes are here for you? Because again, you know, you can make moves pretty quickly in this division. So, I mean, do you feel like this is an important fight? Are you thinking about rankings and that sort of thing?
I think every fight is important, you know, no matter who it is that you're facing. As far as rankings, I haven't really been focusing on that. Everyone else around me does. You know, they're always like, ooh, you're ranked this and she's ranked that, and if you beat this girl, then you're going to be ranked this and in the top 10. And, you know, to me, it's just another fight, and I'm here to win and get paid and, you know, be a top 10, top 5. You know, I'm here for the long run, and I'm just here to make good impressions and try to win.
You talked about your routine, your focus. Give me an idea. What do you think you can accomplish this year? I mean, I'm sure you don't want the fights to keep falling through, keep getting these things scheduled, but what are the goals this year? What do you think you can accomplish in 2019?
I believe I'm going to accomplish a lot. I think that after this fight, everyone's going to be impressed with the way that I perform. You know, win or lose, I'm going to put on an amazing performance, and I think that more people are going to be wanting to see me fight. So I think I'm going to get more fight opportunities, and I'm going to be able to climb that ladder no matter what.
Well, you got skills all around for sure. When you play this thing out in your head, how do you see getting yourself hand raised?
I hate making predictions. You know, in my head, whenever I play it out over and over, you know, I see myself getting a finish, you know, regardless of what that may be, finish, knockout. But I know she's tough, so I mean, it could go the distance. At the same time, I also see it going the distance. So I play it both ways in my head. You know, I look for the knockout, but then I also, you know, have to have enough gas in the tank to push it to the final round and to the final bell, you know. So it can go either way. I've seen it many ways in my head.